Hey Buck Junkies, we're at camp today. The guys are out there cleaning out the deer stands. I'm here in the kitchen finna show y'all a simple, easy recipe that'll fill you up while you're doing work at the farm. So first things first, we got a skillet. Everything's gonna be cooked in the same skillet. With this ground deer meat, there's no fat added, so we're not gonna have to drain any grease. First thing we gotta do is get this skillet good and hot, and then we're gonna get our ground deer meat mixed in. Kind of wanna spread it out evenly, break it all up with all the bigger chunks, and get this evenly cooked. Get a little bit of prime beef. Salt, pepper, garlic. So our deer meat's cooked. What I'm gonna do is kind of push it off to one side, like so. Got 1 tub of already chopped onions. Same thing, 1 tub of mushrooms. These already been pre-rinsed. They're gonna go in as well. A little bit of squirt garlic. I'd say about a half a tablespoon-ish. I'll let this cook on their own on this side of the skillet just for a few minutes before we incorporate it. So now for the mushrooms, we hit a little TX, which is just salt and pepper again. Since we're gonna turn this into a gravy, we won't go too heavy with the garlic. Really want them natural flavors to push through. We'll get it all mixed in, incorporated together, let this finish cooking for a few more minutes. All right, so we're gonna start the base for our roux. Since this deer meat had no fat in it, we need a fat to make the roux. So I got 1 stick of butter, which is equal to half a cup. I'm just gonna get it, let it start melting. And once it's melted good, we'll add our flour. So our stick of butter is melted. We're gonna get our half a cup of flour in here. Kind of spread it evenly, as even as possible. You wanna let this flour cook for at least 3 or 4 minutes, because you have to cook the flour itself so it don't taste like flour. So that's what we're gonna do. And it's gonna get thick, don't worry about that. You just want to brown everything down, get it all incorporated. And if some of that stuff starts sticking to the bottom of the skillet, don't worry about it, that's good. When we put this beef broth in here, it's going to thin it all down. We're going to incorporate all that flavor. That's what you're looking for. So we let our flour cook. We're going to do 1 can of beef broth. Get that incorporated. Get that bottom of that skillet scraped up. Turn my heat down a little bit till I get it all incorporated. Next up, got some Beefy Mushroom Soup mix. Just to incorporate some more of that flavor. Got the heat on low. Just wanting all this to come together. Getting all that goodness up out of the bottom of the skillet. That's what we want. So last but not least, got a little half and half. Now usually when I'm making a gravy, I know exactly how much to put in here, but since we've added the beef broth and the beef and mushroom, we're already kind of in that gravy consistency. So I'm just gonna eyeball this. We just want a good kind of creamy mixture here. Let's say that's about 3/4 of a cup. Still on low to medium heat. Now this is when it's all gonna come together. Let this come back to a simmer. It's gonna thicken up a little bit more. Like I say, if it starts getting too thick on you, just add a little bit more, half and half. Ain't thick enough yet. Now that's the consistency I'm looking for. I'm gonna cut the heat all the way down. Let this kind of stay warm. Wait till the guys to get here, but basically we just want to kind of let this sit here and simmer and get happy. Flavor's just gonna get better and better as it cooks. So while this simmers, we've got our toast in the oven. I'm gonna check on it, see where we're at. It hadn't been in there too long, but let it go a few more minutes, get that toast good and toasty. It'll be time to enjoy. You got a shingle, and you got some stuff you put on the shingle. So I ain't got time to wait on the boys to get back. It's 12:25, it's time to eat lunch. I already got mine made. I'm finna dive in and try this SOS. Looks pretty dang fine though. That'll stick to your bones right there. That's good eating. Holy smokes. That's real good.